Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the Defiance channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of the Defiance 2050 closed beta, which will be running April 27th through the 29th, I believe. I've played a little bit, maybe about an hour or two of it. I've done some quests, gotten up to level 5 or 6. I've done one of the big draws of this game, is one of the large events that pull in a whole bunch of people. Spoiler, I have never watched the TV show that this is based on, and I did not play the 360 game, so my knowledge of the backstory and history is very limited. However, I feel like I've gotten a little bit of a grasp of this game so far. I'm going to show you some stuff, show you some missions, and then we'll just go. So for the beta, I only have access to the Assault class, and that's what I've been playing. So let's take this quest.
Completed, but it's no job for a soldier.
All the missions I picked up so far have been via
Recklessness.
Non-story missions have been these kind of side missions where I kind of go to this little spark thing. So far, what he said. So far, all the quests I've gotten from this guy are a spin on that one thing. Is hey, I didn't need a mission done, but none of my boys can do it. None of the people we have hired can do it because it needs to be off the record kind of thing. It's your kind of standard MMO, running around, big area. The map's actually fairly big. And I'm going to guess it, you get to go to all these areas at some point, which would be pretty interesting to see. As for the quality, this is what it looks like. It's nothing crazy. There is a character creator at the beginning of the game. It's pretty limited. It's either man, woman of 3 different races. I don't know the lore of the game, so I don't know who is what.
Objective on the map. Let's go.
Most of the missions have been so far, go here, kill these guys, hold down X on an item, go to next section. If you can see my mini-map up there, that little moving purple dot is actually another person. So they're kind of here helping me out. Probably don't even know that I'm here. I got a shotgun. You can carry 2 weapons. You switch between them with X. You switch between the weapons with a Y. So I'm going to go over here, hold X on this. Let's actually get rid of these guys. Throw a grenade, which is going to utterly miss.
You will die.
Shields down.
One of my big issues is that a lot of my quests so far that I've done, quests I've done so far is I get there, everything's either dead, or I do a story mission that leads into this giant event. I get there, the cutscene plays, and everything's done. But that's not a super oh hey, super terrible thing. I understand that oh hey, the big draw of this thing is a lot of people are together doing stuff, so that's actually, in all honesty, it's kind of a relief that I don't have to slug through and wait for another event to start, that I can actually join in an event in progress. Tara had the issue that, oh hey, I have to kill a set number of dudes. I have to wait till all these dudes respawn because all said dudes were dead. Here, so far, it seems that as long as you're helping out with the event, you're gonna get credit with it, which is, I like. A drawback of this game, since it's multiplayer nature, is they try to do cutscenes with their missions, and that kind of doesn't work out when you have about 20 people around the same quest giver, all kind of blocking your camera. Ooh, hey, buddy. I'm rocking a shotgun and an LMG right now. Gunplay's fine so far. Ooh. So from my limited knowledge, I figured out that these are humans who have been kind of mutated. Oh. Once he's dead, and that's why they're all kind of freaking out. This game does the sci-fi thing that I personally, that I personally hate, is they make up cuss words, and I hate that. Battlestar Galactica did it, and I just was not into it. At the upper left, you'll see that it's my character. I'm level 5, actually. I have full shields, health, and it says that I have claimable items and a skill point. I do not have any skill points. That game, it has been up there since the very beginning, but again, it's a beta. Another fun thing this does is there's 300 people in front of you. Your wait time's 33 seconds. Nah, you're gonna play now. So they're getting people in fairly fast, and all the servers say that the load is very low. And this is another good thing about it, like you being part of these missions, is there are dudes over there. There were a lot of dudes. They're focusing on those dudes over there. I don't have to worry about that. I'm just gonna run over here and do my mission. You can revive people. Oh, we're gonna. It's blue. It's a sniper rifle though. I'm not into sniper rifles, so I'm gonna go over here. And I've been using. Oh, is this a? Where'd my shotty go? Okay. All right. So replace that one. I don't know why it actually equipped the thing. Once I'm out of murder territory, I will also show you the upgrades, or what I've figured out from the upgrades.
I'm not easily impressed.
Alright, so that's the mission, and then we're gonna get out of here. You'll pick up ammo, which they do the right thing of having it that you run over ammo. Step right here, go to the character, go to my weapons, and as you can see, I can go here and I can enhance them. So I'm gonna enhance this guy. I can enhance the weapon, and I can be like, hey, and that should now go up a bit if I did it correctly. I must not be able to enhance this weapon. I haven't fully figured it out, but it looks like you'll be able to like upgrade stuff. Let's try this one. Oh, so I can't, this is not a weapon I can actually enhance, but I can mod it. So let's see. Unlock mod slot. And go to here, and I have this mod that increases the reload speed. I'm not gonna put it on because it's my phobia as any MMO is why enchant, modify, or do absolutely anything with your basic starting equipment. So far, most of my new gear has come from quests. Most of my level ups have come from quests, but that's fairly just insanely standard for games like this. There are fast travel points. The world's like not terribly annoying to traverse. You just hit up. You actually get a ATV fairly early on. For the assault, at least, your first ability is like, hey, I can run super fast. So we're gonna get over here and I'm gonna show you some of the menus. So you got your normal stuff like map, intel, settings, matchmaking, I guess is for certain events and stuff. Oh, it's competitive. We will not look into that. Character, you have your normal like, hey, assault. That's my character again. Fairly basic looking guy. You have, here's your, like, hey, these are your skills and everything, and you can actually read what they do, and it goes fairly far down. You unlock, this is your first skill, run fast. I have recharge, so every ego is the little, like, gotten injected early on. I'm guessing this might be part of the lore. Get injected, or say you were injected with a kind of thing that gives you a sort of ghost heads-up display lady. Maybe we'll see her. I'll point her out if she shows up in the bottom right. But I'm working my way to getting a healing stem so I don't die. But it's fairly standard in that regards. I think that this game is trying to be like, hey, our main shtick is gonna be like these giant, just like run into events that you can be part of. And the one I did was actually fairly fun because someone died, like 3 people ran over to get them up. And I actually got the revive, and I don't think I got any bonuses for it. So people are like wanting to do it. Okay, here. This is her. Ego. Talk to her.
Brand said the radio signal reaches here, but not beyond the station. You'll need to reboot those antennas while I do my thing and get it synced here. I just came here to do a little digging into Project Tranquility's past. I did not expect to see a stratocarrier crashing into the damn.
So they're using terms that I have no idea for. Stocko. I don't know what that means, but it's a made up curse word, and I don't like that.
Don't have to be loyal to anyone, especially not.
So my last mission, I went and I restarted a signal station because communication in this area is just broken, apparently. As for the group events I was talking about earlier, they'll show up on this map as like these kind of like this, but they'll have like a circle around them counting down. I'm gonna guess that this is also a group event. But I'm a sucker for sci-fi stuff, so I probably will be playing this again. I'm kind of into it. I don't know how many people will get into it. I'm gonna disable this alarm system, guys. Yeah. Next. Yeah, but when it's like these little smaller quests, it seems more balanced to like you being by yourself. But of course, I'm guessing that once this is over, there won't be your characters won't carry over any of that stuff. I'm curious to see the other classes. There's like a medic. I think there's like a tanky dude. And there's of course like your sniper, sneaky around guy. I didn't see a kind of engineer that uses turrets and everything. That just might be like a subclass of one of the other things. That's usually what I like to play in these kinds of games. That or a kind of a rogue class. Rogue for the medieval, like kind of fantasy ones. For these kind of games, definitely kind of engineer, like self-sustain. Hey, if you need to fall back, I have all these turret buds who will mess up the bad guy. So this is what most of the missions have been. Just run somewhere, hold the button, and kind of do stuff.
Mutants coming in from the west.
So far, none of the missions have been that bad. I've been doing all the side quests, so maybe I'm just perfectly leveled, but no complaints. Seeing other people around isn't like disruptive, if that makes sense. Like he's kind of over there existing. I'm gonna be like, hey, you need help, buddy? It's not this kind of like one person's running around shooting AoE spells and ruining it for everyone, like taking all the kills and everything. That might come later, but I don't. This game feels like it might be able to avoid that. This is just on the map. You can see up there it shows a little square ammo. Never run out of ammo.
There's an antenna. I can patch into its terminal to get it back online.
But my two biggest issues are like those small issues of, hey, I don't like made up sci-fi words, and most sci-fi TV shows did that. Battlestar Galactica did that, and I never really got into that, mostly because of I just didn't get it back to Battlestar Galactica. So once I level up, I'll be able to get that stim pack and actually keep myself alive. And my other big issue with it, my other big issue is, hey, I'm kind of not into the idea that when there's a cutscene, there's a good chance I'll see like that was I guess an event, or I don't know. See, that kind of weird stuff happens once in a while, but hey, I'm like, hey, everyone's dead. Well. The cutscene stuff is, like one of them, I spent the entire cutscene looking at the inside of someone else's character's head because of where they just happened to be standing. So since he's done his tower, I'm going to do my tower. And then we're all just going to hit... Oh, here it is. So as this goes up, we might actually, if they do a view down on the ground, you might see them just running around like idiots. They probably not. Nope. I know that the Star Wars, the Old Republic MMO did a separate instance for cutscenes. That I can't expect for every game. Mostly because of that game had an insane amount of money probably thrown at it. I mean, the cutscene, the CGI trailers alone. Also, no fall damage. Yes. I think it'd be cool that later on, maybe I don't know, maybe I'll unlock a larger like ATV, maybe I'll APC or something like that. It'd be really cool if I could drive around with my friends in my vehicle. But like this kind of interaction of them like leaving that area and not having to wait for stuff to respawn. Like that guy literally just left this area. These guys are back.
Get us to the terminal.
That is done wonderfully. So I don't have to be like, well, like one of my worries was like, hey, someone would finish an area, I'd run halfway through it, and then everything would respawn and murder me. The only other bugs or issues I've had so far are clearly beta issues, like running up to a quest, the cutscene takes a few seconds for the cutscene to start, which can probably easily be sorted out via a patch, or like actually having servers and stuff. If you help kill anything, you get some experience points. I'm guessing it's based on how much damage you do. I'm gonna finish up this quest because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. This video is actually gonna turn me into rambling about MMOs and Battlestar Galactica at some point. So like if that person went down, I could revive them. At the beginning, the voice I picked for my character was the lunatic voice. I'm gonna pick you up, bud. There you go. So I don't think I got anything out of that, which doesn't bother me. I think that's good. Incentivizing reviving people is not always good in games like this. Of course, there is chat. It will never be Baron's chat because nothing is Baron's chat. Sometimes these big dudes will drop their weapons. Most of the times they drop the salvage that you use to upgrade your weapons. And at the end of it, it'll show like, hey, who did the best? There've been times where it says I did the best, and I was like at the very bottom. So I don't really understand that one. Not sure. So far, I like it. Oh.
The antennas are online and
Let's move away from here.
I'll call Grant and let him know that his favorite Ark Hunters have once again...
You're called Ark Hunters. That might be part of the lore. Again, I have not ever played the Ark. This game does the thing where it's like, hey, you have a character name and then you have your gamer tag. So that's Alexa and that's Spanky. 40... Hold on, you're on TV. 4023. Godspeed, Spanky. Godspeed. So we're going to go over here, character. And I want to... Oh, so I can't do that yet. Oh, well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and throw another... Not sure why I can't get here yet. Oh, I think it's because I have to do a certain thing to unlock another category of stuff. Oh, there it is. I needed that one more point. Oh, I thought it said 5 to required. The way that this menu up here is made up on the upper left here, Assassin, Guardian, Combat Mag, almost makes me think you'll be able to switch between classes, and you can respec. And I don't know if there's a limit to that, and if there's not, that's a pretty nice thing. I'm gonna put some more points, because once, like, in an MMO, I never put points into anything that has to do with movement speed, because at some point you will definitely get a mount of some sort. And this one you get an ATV. And quests, they do a nice thing where like main quests are this big exclamation point, and then these little ones are these little stop sign, not stop sign, I don't know, don't ask. I can't think of shapes today. They have time trials, they have actual quests where you're actually ranked against other people's scores, which is pretty cool. I don't think that affects your reward, but it does list like, hey, this person did better than you or something like that. I had a bug where it's like, hey, the top score was 8,000 perfectly for everyone, but after I finished the event, it showed the numbers perfectly, so whatever. Thank you for watching. If I can get some more footage out about later stuff in this game, I will totally post it. I am ZeroJD. This was the Fans channel. This was the closed beta of Defiance 2050. The closed beta will be running April 27th through the 29th. Thank you very much for watching. Check out our other videos down below and have a nice day.
Heads up, trouble's coming.
It sure is. It always is, because war. War.